Odyssey, a super luxurious train that has been reintroduced after being refurbished. This has been reintroduced by the Maharashtra government, the MTDC, and we are going to show you some of the most luxurious features of this train. We enter the presidential suite here, which is the most luxurious suite on this train. Now this is a private suite. There are only 2 such suites available on this train. They cost anywhere between 13 to 16 lakh per couple. This has 2 bathrooms. One bathroom is right here in this living area, and we will see that there is another bathroom as well. After we cross the living area, this is where we go to the bedroom, and the bedroom is as luxurious as it can get on wheels. This can be called almost like a palace on wheels. This is the second bathroom, which is just before the bedroom, and look at the feel of this entire upholstery. This is a super luxury double bed. The organizers say that the kind of upholstery that has been used here is something that's used only in 5 to 7 star hotels. The entire decor as well is quite Indian ethnic and sticks to the roots and to the tourism factors associated with Maharashtra. We have also been told that the curtains which have been put here are specially coated with fire resistant material. Now remember, all this has been crunched into the small compartment. Most of the luxuries there's an effort to give those luxuries. At the same time, the railways say that there is an effort to try and make it as safe as possible. So on one hand, there is a green calculator that has been introduced, which means that the carbon footprint that the train leaves is much lesser than the normal trains that run. Also, we will see that this particular train will not have LPG in its own kitchens. It will instead have the electric gas stoves that will be used for cooking. There's a private butler on call for these presidential suites. There are 2 specialized restaurants, 1 spa, and several such facilities that this train boasts of. We are in the passageway of Deccan Odyssey, and let us show you some more features of these trains. Now, while there are these big beautiful windows that you see, these curtains are specially important because these are the curtains that have been sprayed with fire resistant material. Why has it been done? Because when there is a train like space and there are sparks, in case there are sparks, then in a scrunched place like this, there is always a threat of fire, and in order to make sure that that threat is eliminated, we have seen that these curtains are specially sprayed with fire resistant material. Let us now take a look at the deluxe suites that are made available in these trains. Now there are 40 such deluxe suites that are made available on board the Deccan Odyssey. Now, as we know that the Deccan Odyssey is a super luxury train, we have already spoken of some of its special features. This is a train that has 1 bar, 1 gym, cable TV is provided, so is internet. There's a library on board this train. There are music players, there is an intercom, there is an entire Wi-Fi system that has been given. There are medical attendants, there are butlers on call. Fire extinguisher, which is an important safety norm, has also been given. So apart from this, let us also tell you that the train runs on several routes. The entire package is of 7 nights and 8 days. And remember, it doesn't just go on the tourist destinations in Maharashtra, but it goes beyond Maharashtra as well. So may it be Varanasi, may it be Gwalior, may it be Silchari. We are being told that there are several locations, including Khajuraho, Gwalior, Delhi, Agra, Jaipur, that this train will visit. awaited luxury experience is finally going a 5-star hotel on its wheels. We are in Deccan Odyssey, which is going to be flagged off right now here today. I have with me Maharashtra's Tourism Minister Girish Mahajan. Sir, please tell us, this is something that has been in the offing for quite some time. Train was not working, but it was a huge international attraction. What are the specifications of this one and how important is this for Maharashtra's tourism?
2004 में इसकी शुरुआत माननीय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी इनके हाथ से इस ट्रेन की हुई थी। उसके बाद में 16 साल ये ट्रेन कंटिन्यू चली। उसके बाद 2 साल कोरोना की स्थिति थी, आप उस वक्त तो जान सकते कि कैसी स्थिति उस वक्त थी, इसलिए 2 साल ये ट्रेन बन रही। उसके बाद में इसमें कुछ खराबी हो गई, इंटीरियर इसका खराब हो गया, फिर उसको रिपेयर करने के लिए थोड़ा समय लगा और आज फिर से मतलब ये ट्रेन मैं करूंगा महाराष्ट्र के लिए तो ये देश की शान है। ऐसी ट्रेन देश में आपको कहीं देखने नहीं मिलेगी। मुझे ऐसा लगता है एशिया खंड में भी ऐसी ट्रेन मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई होगी। ये 5-स्टार होटल ऑन व्हील ऐसे इसको कहा जा सकता है। बहुत सारी अच्छी सुविधा, 5-स्टार सुविधा इस ट्रेन में है। 2 रेस्टोरेंट है, इसमें 40 सूट है, 2 प्रेसिडेंशियल सूट इसमें है और जिम से लेके स्पा से लेके सभी बातें 50 बातें मैं कह सकता हूँ इस ट्रेन में है। यहाँ का खाना बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत सुंदर है, ब्रेकफास्ट बहुत अच्छा है और मुझे लगता है कि जो इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट हमारे हैं उनको अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए ये ट्रेन बहुत हमारे एक माध्यम है, एक साधन है। पिछले 16 साल जब ये ट्रेन चली तो इसमें इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट जो थे वो भारी संख्या में इसमें ट्रैवल करते थे। इसका एडवांस बुकिंग हो जाता है, इसमें ट्रेन कभी खाली नहीं होती, ये 12 ही महीने शुरू रहती है।
Let me tell you one of the features. It's one ticket costs almost 6.5 lakh rupees on this train. So this is primarily being looked at through the international travelers' perspective. But let me ask you ahead, what are the major destinations that Maharashtra wishes to showcase through this train?
नहीं, मुझे ऐसा लगता है हमने कहा कि जो इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट है उनके लिए हमने ये ट्रेन रखी है। मतलब और जो बेयर कर सकते हैं, जो खर्चा कर सकते हैं वो लोग तो इसमें जा सकते हैं और इसलिए मैंने कहा कि इसमें सब फैसिलिटी 5-स्टार होटल की है।
तो क्या ये सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र के डेस्टिनेशंस पे जाएगी या इंडिया में कहीं पे भी?
मैं क्लियर करता हूँ, इसमें पूरी 5-स्टार व्यवस्था है। इंटरनेशनल टूरिस्ट जो आएंगे ये सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र नहीं देखेंगे, मुझे कंप्लीट कर देना, ये पूरा महाराष्ट्र नहीं देखे तो ये पूरे देश में मैं कहूंगा ये ट्रेन ये कहाँ से कहाँ जाएगी तो इसमें सारी बातें इसमें कही है। इसमें पूरे देश में, खाली यहाँ पर नहीं तो पूरे देश में ये ट्रेन जाएगी। यहाँ से मतलब अलग अलग स्टेट है, मुंबई से नासिक, वेरूल, अजिंठा, कोल्हापुर, सिंदूर, पेंच, ताडोबा, ये फिर महाराष्ट्र की जगह हो गई। इसमें गोवा, बड़ोदरा, उदयपुर, जैसलमेर, जोधपुर, सवाई माधोपुर, आगरा, जयपुर, दिल्ली, ग्वालियर, खजुराहो, वाराणसी, ऐसी अलग अलग जगह ये ट्रेन है। पूरे देश का भ्रमण ये ट्रेन करेगी और ये 7 रात और 8 दिन इसका एक पैकेज रहेगा और इसके लिए एक पेयर के लिए, कपल के लिए, एक सूट के लिए 6.5 लाख रुपए ये लोग चार्ज करेंगे।
So I also have with me Maharashtra Speaker Rahul Narvekar. You're here for the inauguration today. A big day for Maharashtra's tourism.
Well, at the outset, I would like to congratulate the government of Maharashtra, Shri Mahajan, Honorable Minister Tourism, as well as the Railway Administration for taking this initiative, which is certainly going to promote tourism in the state of Maharashtra as well as around the country. And this is going to be a value-added provision for tourism in India.
So one last question, since you are here, notices have been issued to all the 54 MLAs of Shiv Sena, both the factions. What are the timelines we are looking at?
Well, we are going to set a procedure as directed by the Supreme Court. With regards to timelines, I would like to assure you that there will be no delay in deciding this matter. At the same time, I shall not hurry into deciding any matter which shall result in miscarriage of justice.
Hearing will begin on Monday?
Should.
I have with me Shraddha Joshi Sharma, who's the MD of MTDC. Ma'am, this is an ultra luxury train we are traveling on. What are the special features of this train and what does MTDC look at to gain out of it?
So MTDC has its own resorts and aquatic tourism like components. Now this luxury component is being initiated, which is Deccan Odyssey. So it has different kind of facilities, like two kinds of suites are there, deluxe and presidential. Then there are facilities like spa, gym, then two restaurants are there, conference hall is there. So these kind of facilities we'll be offering for the audience, and definitely it gives a different kind of segment to MTDC, because we are showcasing Maharashtra's heritage, culture, food culture, and even other parts of countries also to our international customer base.
Ma'am, what are the routes that MTDC will ply this luxury train on? And are you looking at international passengers only, or even domestic passengers? What is the pricing that MTDC is looking at?
So actually it is open for both, no any restrictions from MTDC side, but what our experience says, majorly international customers prefer this kind of journey because it is seamless from one point to other. They generally book tickets and it's a 7-night 8 days package, so they are able to cover different parts of country. And if you talk about Maharashtra is very rich. If you see, we have beaches, we have sea forts, we have wildlife, we have hills, we have heritage, where we have places like Ajanta, Ellora. So in one go, we are able to see each and everything about these places. And other than this, other parts of countries like Delhi, Agra, Varanasi, Jodhpur, Vadodara also are being covered.
So all these will be 7 nights 8 day packages on different routes.
Yes.
Ma'am, if you look at this, this train was halted for a while. Even when it was on, it was one of the major tourist attractions, particularly for international tourists. Now that it has taken off after a gap, how do you see it going ahead?
So I am very, very happy with the response. Actually, post-COVID, I think people want to move, they want to see the world, they want to travel. So I am very happy with the response. And while refurbishing, we have addressed some issues also, like security issues. Then there were some issues related to humidity and smell kind of things. So that we have addressed this time. Flooring has been changed totally. Then security measures, we have adopted some very good security measures, like curtains. If you see, so the paint which the coating which is done now makes the curtains fireproof. Then bio tanks have been added, and most importantly, we are moving ahead with a responsible tourism approach. So if you see, we are offering glass bottles instead of plastic bottles. Then if you compare it with some other luxury trains, they generally use LPG in their kitchen. We are using totally induction. So these kind of things we are adopting. Carbon footprint calculation also we'll be doing.
So, ma'am, a lot of green features you're talking about with respect to this train, particularly after the refurbishment. If you can elaborate further with respect to what is the kind of carbon footprint, what are the other measures with respect to a green train?
So basically, if you initially also, if you compare a train journey with other means, so when we compare, then we feel that for this kind of journey, a person might have taken 4 flights or even some car journeys also. So if you compare train journey, it saves a lot of carbon footprint. Other than that, now we have requested railways to give us permission for electric engine. Now it was running on, till now it was running on diesel. Now it will be replaced with electric engine. So again, reduction in carbon footfall. Then instead of plastic bottles, we are using glass bottles. That is again important. Kitchen, we are using induction instead of LPG. So these kind of measures we are taking.
So a lot of important measures after refurbishment. A green train, as we can say. So there is a lot to look forward to when one boards the Deccan Odyssey.